Welcome to Alpha Insights. I'm Joe. Today we've got Josh with us, market historian, storyteller, and someone who makes the nuts and bolts of semiconductors sound, well, slightly less terrifying. Remember, if you have questions as we go, you can ask us at stockalpha.ai.
Thanks, Joe. Great to be here.
All right, big news in data center plumbing this week. Give us the headline in plain English. What happened between POET and Lumilens?
In short, Lumilens placed an initial purchase order for $50 million with POET for an optical engine built on a new joint platform they call an electrical-optical interposer. The two companies describe a broader relationship that could scale to $500 million of purchases over 5 years. And Lumilens also received a multi-year warrant tied to that commercial activity.
That's a big jump from discussion to dollars. So, the real question here is, why does this matter for AI infrastructure?
It matters because POET has been working for years on wafer-level photonic integration, basically trying to put optics on the same manufacturing footing as advanced semiconductors. Historically, two big wafer-level advances unlocked modern AI: the 2.5-dimensional electrical interposer and hybrid bonding for memory stacks. Photonics hasn't had its comparable leap yet. This electrical-optical interposer aims to be that leap. The important bottleneck today is optical engine production. Current manufacturing uses active alignment, a painstaking module-by-module process that limits throughput and raises cost. POET and Lumilens are proposing an alignment-free wafer-scale process. That shifts production from craft to scale, which is what hyperscalers need if they're going to put optics everywhere in front of GPUs.
Right.
Exactly. If you can move the precision alignment to a wafer-level flow, you can dramatically increase manufacturing throughput and control costs, which is the only way optical supply can match the pace of AI compute growth.
Give us the timeline. When do these things start showing up in data centers?
They're aiming for engineering samples in late 2026 and a production ramp aligned with hyperscaler deployments in 2027. That's significant because hyperscalers are already planning procurement for co-packaged and near-package optics around that same window.
So the commercial timing matches the market need.
Yes, which is why this is more than a tech demo. It's an attempt to convert a platform into repeatable revenue. The initial $50 million order is the start, and the $500 million figure describes potential cumulative purchases over 5 years if everything goes to plan.
Let's talk about the capital side mechanics. You mentioned a warrant. How is that structured?
Lumilens got a warrant to buy up to about 23 million common shares. It's immediately exercisable for roughly 2.3 million shares, and the rest vests in tranches as Lumilens makes additional payments toward future purchase orders, up to the $500 million ceiling. The strike price is $8.25 per share, and the term is 9 years.
So dilution only appears as revenue actually happens. That sounds, well, aligned.
Yes, that's the idea. Analysts note the structure ties dilution to commercial performance rather than front-loading it. The long term of the warrant and the exercise price also signal both sides expect a multi-year relationship, not a quick flip. But to be clear, there are real execution risks. Engineering samples have to meet specs, modules must qualify with hyperscalers, and POET needs to scale manufacturing. Those are non-trivial hurdles. They're hard problems, but they're precisely the problems POET has been preparing to solve for 7 years.
I mean, when you look at the data, these milestones are all observable, right? Ship samples, qualification, manufacturing ramp, then additional purchase orders.
Yes. Each of those milestones will be a check on the narrative shifting from validation to execution. If they hit them, the commercial story accelerates. If they miss, the investment case reverts to technology risk.
What should everyday listeners, not chip designers, take away from this?
3 practical implications. 1. The industry-wide move from copper to optics in AI centers is now effectively decided. The question is timing and scale. 2. Companies that solve wafer-scale photonics manufacturing could play an outsized role in the next decade of data center infrastructure. 3. For observers, watch the milestones we just named. They're the clearest signals of commercial traction.
Honestly, I was a bit surprised by this one.
Yeah, it's the kind of deal that turns a long-term technology story into short-term trackable events.
Quick reaction?
Interesting.
Right.
And to add to that, this deal isn't a guarantee of success, but it significantly de-risks the commercialization path if Pullet can execute.
Before we wrap, a quick reminder about the rules of the road. We're discussing company developments and industry implications. This is informational only, not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any security.
Correct. Analysts and market data suggest momentum here, but outcomes depend on the engineering and qualification milestones we talked about.
All right, 3 quick takeaways for listeners.
1. The Pullet Lumilens deal converts years of platform development into a commercial pathway with an initial $50 million order and the potential for $500 million over 5 years. 2. The technical shift is from active alignment, module by module assembly, to wafer scale, alignment-free manufacturing. That's what could let optics scale with hyperscaler demand. 3. Watch the observable milestones. Sample delivery in late 2026, qualification and production ramp in 2027. They will determine whether this narrative becomes revenue.
If you have questions about anything we discussed today, you can ask us directly at stockalpha.ai. We answer listener questions live. And for more market insights, head over to stockalpha.ai. Josh, thanks for breaking that down.
My pleasure, Joe.